Wow, 10 minutes early? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm never early for anything. But let's just do it. 10 minutes early, why not? So, TDS stands for Timber Diagnostic Session, not the other TDS that you guys are thinking. Or everybody's thinking the other one. It's not the other one. So, don't get all blown out of proportion. It's not the TDS that you're thinking about. It's Timber Diagnostics System or Session Tuesday, Timber Tuesday, and it really, all I could think of again, because I've been doing Osage Orange for so long, is this Osage Orange log, but it's not really timber, because timber I think of, standing in the woods and you going out and checking the trees and seeing which ones you want to get and all that. And that's not what this is. We're still going to diagnose this log, but it's not really timber. The purpose of this tree was a windbreak in the fields in Illinois, Indiana, northern Illinois, northern Indiana. When the Dust Bowl, after the Dust Bowl, they needed windbreaks to slow the wind down, and the government gave everybody Osage orange trees. They planted them all in between their fields and slowed the wind down. Most of them planted them on the west side of their fields, obviously, stopped the wind blowing across their field. And then they kept cattle in, and they kept made basically a fence line. So they were called hedgerows. And so this tree came out of one of those. So they don't go straight. First of all, they never go straight. And second of all, their purpose is to stop the wind. So there's stress in every one of these logs has stress in it. And without a doubt. This one is, I actually think that I have the other half of this one maybe over there. But this one split right down the middle. So it was really two trees, probably two trees. And we're just going to try to get this part of the diagnosis is, I can't get lumber. I can't get good lumber out of this. It's number one, it's really hard to get good lumber out of any hedge tree or Osage orange tree because it's so stressed and it's not growing out of your timber. It's not growing out of your timber stand. It's not in the middle of a woods in your timber stand. This is not what you grow. So that's the number one thing. And the number two thing is I can get a 6x6 out of this. And if it is stressed and it does, bow a little bit either way, either way, you get the idea. If it bows either way, it's a corner post for a fence. It's holding up barbed wire. And if the barbed wire's been out an inch at the top and it's not, that's fine. Who cares? Doesn't matter. So, and then we'll put it in the ground and put it 4 foot in the ground and leave the rest up above ground and staple some fence to it, and it'll last in the ground. I mean, the old saying is it'll last in the ground 100 years longer than dirt. So that's what we're going to do with it. We're just going to make a fence post out of it, 6x6 fence post. But nobody, well, I guess there's 15. So we're going to go ahead and do this too, because, oops, I can't do that right now. That's, let's do this. That right there is the Framo. It's a photo app. It's right, I don't know if you can see it in that camera. It's right up there on the wall. And it's going to be in all my lives and it's going to be probably in most of my videos. And so if you want to send pictures to that Framo, there's my grandson. So if you want to send pictures to that Framo and have them in my live, you can send whatever you want. Send your Gen Center sticker. Grumpy sent his keychain that he made. Other people send other things. My daughter sends grandkids photos or son-in-law photos. There's me and the wife animated little thing on some AI video maker thing. But let me get you the code to that Framo real quick. And then all you have to do is go to your whatever app store you got, download the app, Framo, F-R-A-M-E-O. Download the app, it's free. And then hit add friend, and then type in this code that I'm going to show you on screen when I go over to the Framo. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, there it is. It's behind that blanket. It's behind that blanket because the sun reflects on it, and I just wanted to have it in this first shot as a good shot of it. Otherwise, it reflects the sun from out here, and you can't get any. Anyway, you can't get any. It doesn't show up good. You'll see what I mean when I move this blanket. You see that reflection in it? You see that reflection in it when I lift up the towel? There's Bigfoot. There's Bigfoot. All right, so let me see if I can get you this code real quick. Add friend and type in that code. 1452682004. Code's good for 12 hours. And you just type that in, and then you'll go up into this corner up here on your Framo app and hit add friend, and you'll see dang or something, dang at the sawmill shed, or dang sawmill or something. You can send crazy photos, like that dude did, or you can send serious ones, or you can send stickers, or you can send your channel logo, or you can send some bad ones too. But I'm going to delete all the bad ones. I'm just telling you right now. That one's questionable right there, but nothing wrong with it. He's got a YouTube channel. Oh man, I wish I could remember what that was. There's a $6 million banana. All right, we're going to start sawing this log. Get this camera over here on the log. Let's start sawing the log. And let me set up this other camera too and get it off the Framo and set it up on the log. It's windy, so let me know if you can hear me, because I can't hear me, which is kind of nice. I can't hear myself talking, but it's kind of bad because I can't hear myself talking. So I don't know if I'm talking even. I hope I am. There's like 13 people in here, so somebody ought to be able to let me know that whether it's you can hear me or not. It says you can hear me. It says that my mic's working. I hope it is. All right, let me get this camera off here. Are you going to be able to see? Yep. Let me take this off the screen. That would be better if I took this off the screen and then moved the phone around. That way you don't have to see all that jiggling. There you go. Somebody type something, at least so I know that my microphone's working. So really, oh crap. Diagnosing this tree is not rocket science. It's you can tell it's no good for lumber. You can tell it's stressed out. You can tell by where it was growing, just the fact that it's growing in the middle of the cornfield on the plains of Illinois should let you know that it's stressed. That should be enough alone to let you know that it's stressed. Which way is my camera facing? I don't know. You're either going to be looking at the sawmill. I think you're going to be looking at the sawmill. Or you're going to be looking over here at the log. Oh man, I got some stickers to put on too. I got some stickers to put on the mail too. Jen and Tim and yeah, my camera's facing the right way. Let's see. Well, I don't know what that was. StreamYard just went black there for a minute. Huh. Did everybody else's go blank for a minute? All right, we're putting that one on because that one's mine. Ooh, that's bad. Putting that one on. That's Two Brothers Outdoors. Won't focus. Putting this one on. Oh, this one is Dad. You need to go check out this channel. He's carved a freaking amazing snake cane. Let's see if you can see that sticker. Yes, there it is. Mm-hmm. 14 people watching, nobody wanted. I'm going to put on that one. That's Tim. Ooh, you can't see that. You can't see the carving in it. There it is. A little better. Tim List Creations. And here's the last one. I got some more on the way too, I think. And some more people are sending them. And one more. Oh, no, that's Tim. Oh, yeah. Last but not least, Jen. So it's really, there, still won't focus. It's really Ep Jen, but tell her, dang, sent you and call her Eep Jen. But those are going on the mill today. Today. This side or that side? Well, either side has to be wiped off a little bit. There's that, it's really hard to see in that camera all the way up there, but got to figure out something else. Somebody got some stuff all over my sawmill. It's clean real bad. Sure, I got some glass cleaner out here somewhere, right? Oh, two brothers are going to get a big one here. But they don't have that line on the back of theirs. Everybody else have a line on the back of their stickers? I don't know. We'll find out. But they're so hard to get off without that line. You almost got to like bend the sticker to get it off. They're hard to get off. Okay, they're really hard to get off. So if you guys want to chat, which nobody does, then we can chat. I can sit down right there at the computer and we can chat all day long if you want. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue to put stickers on here and saw up this log. I ought to put two brothers a little crooked because they're a little crooked. I think I got another grumpy sticker too I could put on the front of here too. One on the side. Two brothers outdoors are on the side and Grumpy's on the side, but I think I got one more from Grumpy. There's Jen. There's Dad. His doesn't have a thing either. Neither's Jen's. And without that perforated line, they're so hard to get off. And Tim doesn't have it either. Or Tim List Creations doesn't have it either. That ought to be a requirement for these stickers because these are nasty. How do you get these things off? I don't know. There you go. There you go. All right. Let me roll this over and I'll show you what this log looks like. So here goes the sawmill starting, and hopefully this noise reduction will kick in and you don't hear the sawmill, but let me know. You hear that? And nobody heard that? Nobody's watching? 15 people. All right, let's cut up this log. Remember, we're just trying to get a fence post out of this, so we're not trying to get some great lumber out of this. See how that side's just all totally split? So here's my plan anyway. Don't know if it'll work out. Don't know if it'll work out, but here's the plan. So this end, we got a big split here. That'll probably go down to about there. Probably go down to about there. Oh, it might just go all the way through. That whole split might just go all the way through this. So that would be a good spot to cut right into that split. Still give me 8 inches and close to 8 there. So down here we're at, if you count all that split, we're at 14 and 7. And down here, if you go across there, the long ways, we're at 16 and 12. So what I want to do is I want to just cut this thing right in half and get 2 posts out of it and only have 1 straight side on it. But I'm going to take a little, because it's, when I say 16, you know, it's 15 or 16 off the deck here, and I only need 6. So I can go down to 12. So I'm going to take a couple inches off this side, flip it over, take a couple inches off this side, level it out, see if I can go right down the middle with it. Does that make sense? I'm hoping so. But it's all, that's all part of the T.D.S, you know, idea is, I just called it T.D.S because it fit into the, you know, framework. I can call it T.D.S. T.D.S Tuesday is going to be whatever name I want to make it with, T, D, and S in it, right? Just happens to be timber diagnosis systems or timber diagnosis, what? Timber diagnosis something this week. Session. And that's all part of diagnosing this log is you can't just put it on there and say, oh, I want to get a 6x6 out of it. The stresses. That's dirt. That's going to be good. The stress is everywhere in these. So it's split right down the middle here. So it wasn't even a real tree anyway. And it's been in a fence line all its life, blocking the wind. So you know it has stress in it. And it has this big crack in it. If you look at those things and you listen to what the log's telling you, it'll quickly tell you that it doesn't want to, so let's say the core is 8.5 there. It does not want to be cut laying down. Doesn't want to be cut into boards. What did I say? 6.5. That's about right. Now, just because the core is in the center, that doesn't mean a whole lot with this log, I'm afraid. But it is in the center. I really want to take off a little more than that. That really wasn't the plan. I was really hoping 13 inches would give me more than that, but it didn't. I don't even know if this thing will turn over. Probably not. Nope. We can help it out a little bit, maybe. Maybe not. Oh, no. Try again. You see how this is catching right here? We're definitely not setting flat on there. But I really don't care that we're not setting flat on there. We're just going straight to 12, and then we'll saw a couple sixes. So at this point, you don't know how you're going to get a 6x6 out of this, and I don't know if I want to. I think I'm going to cut it in half first, and then get my two 6x6s. I think I'm going to cut it at 6 inches here, 6 inches here, and then I'll probably flip it on this flat spot, cut 6 inches down, and then turn it on its side and cut this to 6 inches. because I don't really know where it's going to lay yet, and I don't know if the whole log. It'll be easier half and half, is what I'm saying. Does that make any sense? Probably not, huh? Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to make sense. But I may have to turn it. It looks like I'm going to run into problems here. Looks like I might run into problems here. I may have to turn it. I might not be able to make it around this point. Might be sticking out too far. No, I might make it. I'm not going to make it. That's too bad. Oh, I didn't think I could do that. But I didn't think I could do that either. So that way I'll make my 6 inches. If I can get down past this. Yeah. There we go. Now we'll go to 6 and try that. That was almost exactly. Still nobody's chatting. Yeah, you guys are. I'm chatting in every live I'm in. I'm like, can't stop. Of course, I'm talking in every live I'm in too. So I was going to say there were places in that where I was cutting, and there was nothing to cut because it was just I was cutting right exactly in that crack. And then the crack turned on me right there. It'll still be good enough. That'll still be good enough. Oh, shit, my thing's not over there. All right. 14 people and nobody said a thing? Really? That can't be. That can't be. Yep, that's true. All right, let's see. Chat's working, right? Oh, that's not good. All right, chat's working. You guys not chatting or... Oh, maybe, again, if you're in the vertical stream and you're not a subscriber, you can't chat. You got to go to the horizontal screen, the landscape view. I'm not going to take this to 6, obviously. 6 inches would put me right there, and I cut off this whole half. But 6 inches here will put me right there too, and I don't want to do that either. But 9 inches is going to put me right there. And then 9 inches is going to put me right here. And then 9 inches, doesn't matter down here. And that'll make firewood. So it won't be waste either. What did I say, 9? 9. All right, it's a little windy. Now I'll flip it over and take it to 6. And we'll have what we have. Of course, it'd be nice if you could see that, but you can't. Because you have fallen out of the tripod. Sorry about that. Oops. They call emergency services or something. Am I upside down now? Oh, there's the stickers. There we go. That pizza dip is really going. Now I can go to 6. Like this. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Now I can go to 6. That'll leave this whole thing untouched. It won't be the greatest post, but I only need 9 foot would be nice. There's 9. There's 9. So we're at 11 here. That'll be a good post. That'll definitely be a good post. I could, as a matter of fact, just leave that, just like that. If that end was 6 inches, I could get it in the hole. But it's not, and I can't. So I'm going down to 6. And that's firewood. So if my partner's watching, that's all I'm cutting is firewood. Because that doesn't count against my board foot usage. Right? It's firewood. I can cut as much firewood as I want. So there's a decent, not a great. And it looks like this split, is going to go all the way through the board, but it comes out right here. So the split's actually angled right here. See, this is the loose piece right here. So that split's good. Planned it that way, totally planned it that way. And now I got a side to staple to, except for right there. I got a good solid piece to put in the ground. And I got a top that you can cut off. Right, there's one. Oh, I got 4 over there. That makes 5. 4 more. 4 more and we'll be done. I got a log out there. The other half of this log out there. Hope we'll get 2 out of that. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get that one over there. I'll make 9. And if I have to, I got another one back there that'll make 10, 11, 12, 13. Hopefully. So I don't know if I explained that well enough on, the diagnosis part of this, but there's this hedge lumber will sell for, I've seen it sell. It's not what I sell for. I sell it for a little bit less than that, but this hedge lumber in the kiln dried, no cracks in it, 2-inch thick, will sell for $50 a board foot. You make turn it and make pin blanks out of it. And it's $50 a board foot. If it holds together in your kiln and doesn't crack. Now, this isn't $50 a board foot. This is a Hedge post, and it's not near that, but it's still a $200 Hedge post. 6x6, 10-foot long. It's definitely a $200 Hedge post, $180 Hedge post. But so it's still expensive, but it wasn't good enough to get the expensive lumber out of the grain. I mean, you can see the grain in that going that way around it. It's full of stress. Most of them are. 90% of them, probably 100% of them are full of some stress. And there's just not enough clear lumber in that to get a pin blank out of. Maybe, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you couldn't get a pin blank out of it, because you definitely could. But you can't get a good board out of it. Not a good 6-inch board that's 2 inches into this is not good. You know, lumber. This is nasty right here. And it splits. So that's all part of diagnosing your log and diagnosing your, I reworded it for timber, you know, but for the T.D.S, but diagnosing your log and the fact that you got to know what you're going to get out of. There's some logs over there that I left that I can get, you know, lumber out of. I think I can get lumber out of. They don't have a big split down the middle of them, and don't have this crack in them, and you think there's going to be some good lumber in them. So, like that one over there, that one's a good log over there, and that one I could probably get some lumber out of, but I'm still going to make fence posts out of it. I did get a piece of lumber out of it, as a matter of fact, a couple pieces already. But it's all about knowing your log and knowing what you want to get, knowing what the log wants to give you, I should say, because we all know it doesn't matter what you want to get. I want to get the $50 board foot stuff, but what I'm going to get out of this is a Hedge post, 6x6, and I'm going to sink it in the ground, and it's going to last 100 years longer than dirt, and we're going to be happy because you've diagnosed the log. Do you get that? I don't know if you do or not, because nobody's saying anything. Nobody's saying, nobody wants to say anything. Nobody's saying anything. So I don't know if you get it or not. Do you get that this is firewood? Do you get that this right here burns hotter than coal? Do you get that? Do you get that? That phone's upside down. Let me switch that. Do you get that that's firewood and it burns hotter than coal? All right, this one's going upside down. Don't look at the screen. There you go. Maybe it's just OCD or something, but can't have it upside down, the phone upside down. I know the screen wasn't up, or that you weren't seeing it upside down, but I was. So I don't know if you get what I'm saying about diagnosing your log. It just fit with T.D.S. Oh, man, I really am going to go drop this off in the firewood pile. I'm going to go drop this off in the firewood pile. It's not very far. It's right there. Right there. And then all the firewood goes in that round metal bin behind it. After somebody cuts it. Told you it wasn't very far. Told you, told you, told you. Might as well get a quick sticker shot. So this is my wife's new car. New car can't key. But dang, two brothers, grumpy. They got a bunch of other ones on the front too that I just put on. Think I can lift that up? Oh yeah. What shall we do here? What shall we do here? So this is definitely the skinnier side here. This is pretty fat over here. I might just take all of it right off this side right here. Depends on how it stands up there. Another part of diagnosing. Another part of timber diagnosis. What? I keep forgetting that last one. Session. Timber diagnosis session. I figured with T.D.S, I figured people be in here talking about T.D.S. Let's see how much sawdust I got in my drink. And sit down here and chat with everybody who's chatting. Wow. Whole bunch of people chatting. Okay. Nobody's chatting. Nobody wants to chat. All right, that's fine. Do you hear that cough, or does the StreamYard noise reduction take out that cough? StreamYard's supposed to have some new look today or tomorrow, coming out with some new update. That might have been why it lagged out in the middle of my stream. I guess I could take this guy off, so you can see all my cords hanging there. In the wireless society, we have a lot of cords for this computer. StreamYard's supposed to be coming out with an update today. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Streamline it? Come on. You guys have no sense of humor. I think that's what they're going to do. StreamYard. StreamYard. So the only reason I'm sitting down here chatting is because everybody, in the comments wants to chat. So I decided to sit down here and chat and drink my Mountain Dew before it filled up with too much sawdust. Man, if you guys want me to shut up, you're going to have to chat and say shut up. Get back to sawing. I just got these gloves broken like yesterday. They were all covered in cow fat. Butchering a cow. Man, it just softened them up, so good, and they're so nice. And then, boom, we got a hole in it right there. One day of good gloves, and then there's a hole. So everybody always says, they always see me in new gloves, in the sawmill videos, and they're like, oh, Never trust a guy with new gloves. You know, you're not working above them. I'm wearing them out, dude, and I'm going to buy another one. That's why you see me all the time in new ones. Not because I'm not using them, right? Nobody wants to chat. Okay, fine. 14 of you. Nobody wants to chat. Nobody wants to download the Framo. I'll go check the Framo. I'm going to go check the Framo. I'm sure one of you downloaded the Framo app and it's got some brand new photos on there for me to see in the Framo app, right? At the very beginning of the stream, I maybe like 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, I gave you the Framo code to the Framo picture frame up there on the wall. We'll go check it here, but it's right there. It's right there. And it's going to be in all my videos, and you can send your videos or your photos or your pictures to it. And nobody has joined. Nobody's added me. Download the Framo app, F-R-A-M-E-O. Go back to the beginning of the video, get that code, click add friend, type in that code, and you can add your picture, your channel logo, you can advertise on it, you can send me whatever pictures you want on that Framo app. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea. The Framo will be in most of my videos and all my lives. Just, I've got to figure out a way to like almost get a third camera on it at all times. Is that possible? I don't know. All I got is my phone, and I got a GoPro, but I don't think that would work. It doesn't do Wi-Fi. I don't think it'll stream via Bluetooth. I don't know. Maybe I can add another camera or something. Somebody tell me how to do that. I don't know. All right. Nobody wants to chat? Back to work. Finish this Mountain Dew. This is getting a lot of sawdust in it. Nobody, huh? All right. That's fine. I'll just stay here till somebody chats. How about that? Oh, just kidding. Going back. Going to work. Going to work. What's the matter, Bader? What's the matter? You hot? The dog's hot? You hot? You didn't get in the video this morning, did you? Huh? You didn't get in the video at all yet, have you? I got it too high, they can't see you. So there's, let me just show you that. So there, right there is the next log. And then after that, I think it's in that shot right there, right? Yep. Right there is the next log. And we're going to do all of those today, whether you're here or not. And whether I'm live or not. Whether my mic is working or not. Somebody at least tell me my mic's working. That would be cool. At least say your mic's working. That would be amazing. It shows it is. Everything says that the mic's working. But I don't know if it is or not. All right, back to work. We've diagnosed that log enough. Sat around and diagnosed that log enough. Right? You don't need to see the roof. So I'd like to get this side up. which is hard to do. Ooh, I might take off some off the other side too. I might go ahead and take some off this side. God dang it. That's not good on your camera. Come on. Wind is killing me. The wind is killing me. Oh, we don't even have this one on. We don't even have this one on, but if we did, the wind would be killing me. Oh, almost fell over already. Yeah, that it did fall over. We gotta get something. Stop that thing from falling over. I don't know what. Don't know what. I guess I could lower it down. All right. So what are we here? What if I took some off that side? No, because I don't want to take any out of this bottom here. But I could take this off, just this off, just this little bit off, and that little bit off. I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that. Just take off a tad bit here. 9. Not touch it there. See what 9 gets me here. Take off a little bit here. 9 will just be a little bit. So maybe 8.5. Oh, what's it catching on? Catching something right here. Oh yeah. Still scary taking it to 6 here. Still kind of scary taking it to 6 here. But I think that's what we're going to do. Take that to 6. Ooh. Are you going to hit that? Okay, we're going to hit that. Halfway straight. Hopefully locked down good enough. Might not be locked down good enough. Kind of scares me. Oh, that's nice. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. That's firewood. And that's a fence post. So this is not at all like getting, buying a fence post at the store. Not at all. Those would not be sold at the store. Number one, they're Hedge. Number two, they're not 6x6s, and nobody would buy that. But I'm going to put it in the ground, and 100 years later, I guarantee it's going to be solid as a rock. So it really doesn't bother me that nobody would buy that at the store. That's fine with me. I'm not selling it at the store. I don't want to sell it at the store. Well, I don't want you to buy it. Two more, knocked it out. They're going right over there by that car. So already my first thought with this one, just bring it over here, is one. Get one 6x6 out of it. Get one. Don't try to get two. But I'll probably try for two. We'll see. We will diagnose it and see. We will diagnose it and see if we're going to get one or two. Probably one. See, all this right here is firewood already. Oh, maybe not quite firewood. Wants to be firewood. It really wants to be firewood. You see it just hanging out there? But it's going to have to be sawn off. But that's definitely what it wants to be. I've diagnosed that, and it wants to be firewood. So we raise this end up a little bit, just out of, without even measuring anything. Just looking at it, you can tell this end has to come up. This end had to come up a little bit. It probably has to come up some more. But you can't go by the core. The core is right there. But it's going to be rough to get 12 out of that, or 2 out of this. It's going to be rough to get 2. This end's still a little higher. And we're not going up the core, we're going up the middle of the log, which is nowhere near the core. It's split right down the core. So is there 2 in that one? Man, there's got to be 2 in there, huh? There's got to be 2 in there. I'm going to raise this up a little bit and try to get 2. And we're going to go for 2. Let's go for 2. Nobody wants to chat. All right, fine. Don't chat. All right, here's the rule. Nobody chat. That's the rule. You're not allowed to chat. All 12 of you are not allowed to chat in here. New rule. I just want to barely take something off here. Just barely, take off here. What am I at? 16? 16, just to give me an inch off there. I'm lower than 16 already. I'm at 15. I'll go 15 and a half. No, we'll go 16. No, we'll go 15. No, we'll go 15 and a half. All right. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So I didn't take any off this end, but there's nothing wrong with that there. This will be the top anyway out of the ground. So I don't care how big that one is anyway. I wish I could take you over there to the fence live and show you. But I got some fence posts in there that most of you would think, maybe I can bust it off with that. Most of you would think that is not a fence post. Now, as long as I stay above 12, it'll be all right. That's sitting down on there. That's sitting on there good enough. Good enough for a Hedge 6x6. I can't get by here though. Not gonna make it. Hang it. Nope. Not gonna make that. See if I can wedge something in there. Oh, that's me. That's not gonna work. That one might work. That one works. Reel down to 12 so we can make 6x6. Then we're gonna cut it in half. That's no good. That's just hanging on the blade. Just hanging like half on the blade. Half cut off and half on the blade. There we go. Firewood. Since nobody's chatting anyway. Nobody even said anything at that, huh? Man. If I can get those dogs down enough, I'll just go right to 6 here. I don't know if that'll be enough. I don't know if I can stop this here or not. Hopefully. And then just go down to 6 and then turn them up from there just like I did the last one. Make sense? Nope? Okay, well, say so in chat. That's funny. So I don't think you can hear it because of the noise reduction. But did you hear that hollow spot in here where we just weren't cutting anything? Nobody heard it? All right, I did. See? Told you. I don't know if that'll hold together or not. That's not looking good at all. That's not looking good at all. Dang it. I didn't kick that one off. Nope. Not enough. Not enough in me to kick that one off. Should have tried one. Oh, this side's not on because of that. Can't get that over. Yep. No, it might lay down more. Yeah, we got to get this side to lay down more. If at all possible. There it goes. There's 10. How much is this? 10's not going to get that. 9 maybe. There's 9. Yeah, 9. We'll try 9. That'll leave this a little skinny. 9's going to bring us through here and leave that at just at 6. All right. That's all we need. And now we'll take it to 6 and be done. Have to knock out another one for today. I'm not liking that. Did you see that? Man, that's no good. That's not a pole, I don't think. I don't think that's a pole. I don't think that's a pole. I don't think that's a pole. I don't know. That's going to be too skinny right in here, I think. Man, dang it. Dang it. We didn't do a very good job diagnosing that one. How about that? Yep, that's not a very good diagnosis. That's 6 inches? Yeah, that seems like an awful lot. That is an awful lot, because they still got this roller up. That would have been a bad mistake. You see that? Woo! That would have cost me the whole log. Now let's try it. Now let's try 6 inches. That ought to be better. Ooh, yeah. Still not happy with it. Looks kind of flimsy. Definitely not corner post material. May survive as just a fence post. Wouldn't hang a gate on it or anything. You see how skinny it is in here? Once you take this off, which we just did, that gets 2 inches. That's not corner post material. 2 inches and doesn't cut it. See how hollow that is in there? I bet you, I don't know, there's not much. It's definitely not corner post material. But you can still hang a barbed wire fence off of it for sure. I'll go put that in the, I'll go see how many hundreds of you are chatting. And then I'll go put that in the firewood stack. All right, nobody's chatting. Make sure the dog stays right there. She won't. Can you still hear me? Are you still picking up this mic? I don't know. Mic's here. It's on the other side. You still picking it up? Watch out, chicken. You wanted to move. You see that? But you didn't. That's a cool idea. That's what I want. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to hold together or not. Not looking good. All right. Restroom break. I don't even have to say restroom break because nobody's watching anyway. That's cool. Why are you pointing down there? Why aren't you pointing right there? All right. Thought you tricked me. You're not going to trick me. I'm going to leave my mic right here. Don't trick me. So you can't hear me. So you can't hear me using the restroom. Oh, 12 of you. That's not very good. Oh, I didn't have my mic on. We're good. Now, can you hear me? That's a little loud, isn't it? Does it seem loud? Oh, well, both of you ain't gonna mind. All 12 of you ain't really gonna mind, are you? It was down quite a bit there, but that's okay. That's a nice flat side. That's nice. Throw that off at 8. Throw that off at 8. Yeah. And then flip it and go to 6. Sounds good to me. Nobody else is complaining. Nobody else has any other diagnostic advice? No? All right. Fine then. Oh. Well, it's a beautiful day for, what is this, March? I don't even know what today is. What is today? Let's find out. March 25th. Whew. Nice day for March 25th for sure. 60, 58 probably out here. 55. A little cooler in the sawmill shed because it's all shade. But still all here. What are we going to do? We got this one, and we got that one. We might make it through quite a few of these. What's this, an hour and a half? So it normally doesn't take you. Normally in an hour and a half, I'd already be on that log down there. I'd be already on the 2 logs ahead here, but with the live setting up this stuff and going live, it takes a lot of time. And a lot of, well, I'm gonna do a lot of BSing, even if I'm out here by myself. I still do a lot of BSing. I just sit here and talk to myself. But it still takes a lot of time to whatever set up for these lives or get them going, or just to come over here and check all the time. You hear the rooster? Does the rooster come through in the live? Go check the campfire and see if my mic goes over there. Let's see if my mic goes over there. Ooh, the camera can't sit there and check the mic. Ooh, you just barely can't see me anyway. Maybe. There's the dog. Rooster's under that tree, I think. Where's the rooster at? Oh, he's over there by the campfire. I can't see him. Nobody here anyway. Might as well go check the fire. What do you think, Ryder? Huh? What do you think? Not really too excited today, are you? Pretty hot. Pretty hot. Yes, you are. Pretty hot. Where'd the dog go? Anybody see where the dog went? I didn't see. She's somewhere. Somewhere. Go on somewhere. How about a different hat too? Since it's getting so warm. That's better. That's better. Yeah, that's a little better. I know that camera over there doesn't look like it's bright in here, but it's bright enough. All right, so we have misdiagnosed that one and probably won't get a corner post out of it. But this one we will. And then we have that one there that we will for sure. I'm thinking 1 out of that one, and I'd like to get 4 out of that other one. So we've got enough. If that one's long enough, I don't know if that one looks 11 foot or not. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it's long enough. What do you think? Long enough? Yeah, what the heck. 4 foot in the ground. 5 foot above the ground. Only need 9. So if that one over there that didn't turn into a post that goes in the ground, it'll definitely be the H that goes across fence post here and a fence post here. And then we need an H across there to brace them. So that one will be an H for sure, because you only need whatever 6 foot of an H. So that'll be an H for sure. That'll hold up for that for sure. We can cut it. Cut out that little spot in the middle. And the rest will be firewood 6x6 will fit nicely in the fireplace, in the wood burner. Don't put Osage Orange in your fireplace. That's no good. All right, so 12 people and nobody. I'm consistent at 12. I don't know why. 12 is a good number. Don't know what that is all about. Maybe that's just a YouTube saying there's 12. Probably like 1. Now there's 11. I mentioned 12 and everybody left. All right, that's fine with me. Like I said, I'm just doing this. I'm just going live because I can. And I don't feel like filming this. So, there you go. What am I at? 8 here? 8 or 8.5. 8 or 8.5. Eight or 8.5. And then we'll call it good. Where'd you guys put my gloves? There they are. All right. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Again. I wonder why it's doing that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That whole log is stress. It's full of stress. Now, unfortunately, we have to take this to stick to get that end in the ground. It won't leave much at this end, but that end has to go in the ground. Oh, that's sweet. All right. So that's one. Now we'll go get another log. Now we'll go get another log for sure. If we can get this one loaded over there. Nobody, all 10 of you don't want to say anything. Must be all on the shorts. You can't say anything on the shorts. Can't say anything on the shorts feed unless you're a subscriber. So if you're on the shorts feed and you want to chat and say nasty things, you got to go over to the horizontal view. Oh, this camera's not even on there. Let's put that camera on there so you can see where I'm going. Just going to drop off the log over there at the car. Just going right over there to the car. Drop that off. Oh, and then I got to pick up that log over there. I got to pick up that log over here. Over here. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I don't get much shots of the stickers on the front, I guess. So we have already diagnosed this log because we've already got some off of this. Gotta put up my dog. Like I said in the last, like I said, probably in almost every video, these are not hydraulic here. This one and this one are not hydraulic. So I can't control them from up there. I gotta walk down here. But not very often do you get logs that aren't 8 foot long. So if that one's not 8 foot long, I'm gonna be not gonna be happy. All right. Let's diagnose this and see what we're gonna get out of it. The core, which is way over here for some reason, probably because it's Hedge. It's 10 inches there, so 5 inches. The core is in the center, it's just not in the center. It's not in the center this way. It's in the center this way. We're 5 inches off. Up here, we're not gonna, oh yeah, we are. We're 5 inches off. It's just the core's way over there. That makes it beautiful. And what are we at? 10? So I can saw it to 6 right here. That'd be right there. That'd be a 4-inch cut right off the top of that. Or I can take 2 inches off this, go down to 8. And we might get 2 out of that. So I'm going to go down to 8 here. I'm going to go down to 8. And then we'll take 2 inches off the other side. And that'll put me at 6. And then we'll cut it in half. We're done. Simple. Easy. Easy, simple, 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 easy. Why am I not in this camera? Man, somebody needs to come and move these cameras for me. I need to get somebody moving those cameras. That's what I need. I need to pay. Because I'm making so much money off these lives, I need to pay somebody. I need to pay somebody who can move cameras for me. That's what I really need. Don't you think? Somebody want to come here and walk between cameras and move them so I get the right shot? Well, that cooled off real quick. That's a nasty breeze there. But we're supposed to get some storms. What's today, Tuesday? We're supposed to get storms Thursday. Cold front's supposed to move in Wednesday, get storms Thursday. That's nice. 8 inches. That was our expert diagnosis. That's a pretty wood. That was the diagnosis on this log. I already did because I already took off a couple of nice 1-inch 3/4 inch pieces off the other side, and sold them. So that was, I should have slabbing this out, but I need fence posts. How long is it? Hopefully, is this one look 9 foot? Does it? 7. That's not even going to be good ground. That's going to be H posts. Dang it. Be worth more money slabbed up for sure. Hey, can you see the stickers on the front of the cylinder from there? No, you can't because the sun has them. The sun has them blocked out. Yep, the sun has them blocked out. That's almost down, but I could just not lift this one all the way up. I could take off that side, but I'm not going to take it off at all, I don't think, right? Oh yeah, I am. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to anyway. I don't know why I need to go down 2 inches over here. That's a good. That's a little skinny down here. That'll give me my 6. That's a nice slab. That's a nice fence post. So I'd like to have 12 inches in here, but I'm not going to get it. 14. I better go 13. 13. Now we're going 12 and 6. Twelve and 6. You know how much stress in there? But I don't care. A ton of stress in that, but it doesn't matter. All right, so now I got to go all the way over. Now I got to go all the way over there and get another log. Haul those to the car, and then go all the way down there and get that. There's a big log, but I don't know how big it is, so I might have to choose another one. I don't know. I got to have 9-foot minimum. I'd like to have 10 or 11. Somebody got sawdust on my cup, which is usually okay, but I don't feel like drinking Hedge today. Nobody's chatting. You have to go to the landscape view, the horizontal view, to chat. Let me turn off. Can you hear this thing running? I don't know. Right. Because nobody's chatting. That'll all be firewood, even that nice slab. Did you see how much stress was in that log? So that was technically diagnosed correctly. A lot of stress. This slab, I think, would be fine, really right here. But I don't know. All right, so this one's going to look at, we're going to move these cameras here. This one's going to look at where I'm going to drop the log and where I'm going to drop the firewood. I'm going to move that one in to look at going to get the next log. turn this camera. Turn this camera to where we're going down to get another log. Just so you can watch all that excitement. Man, I'm just going to end this live right here. Nobody chats. Nobody chats. I'm going to end this live. And you're not going to see me cut up that log. Haha. That's it. No, you got one last chance of live to chat, and then we're done. Ended. Kaput. I'm going to get some well work done. Real work done. See, I told you that was exciting. Told you that was exciting. Tried to tell you. Tried to tell you that was exciting. Why is this like it's leaning? That looks like it's leaning, doesn't it? Just be the. I don't know. Nobody's chatting. All right, nobody's chatting. We're just gonna end it right here. And then I'm going to cut that up, probably get 4 out of it, and you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. You missed it. You missed it. You missed it. You're going to miss it. Yep. Everybody's missing it. You're all done. We're all done. Dinner live. Nobody's here. Nobody's chatting anyway. Everybody's here. Nobody's chatting. Not everybody's here. Guess that would be bad if everybody was here. That would be bad if everybody was here. Nobody's chatting. So we're done. See you later. Don't forget to go to the beginning of the stream. You can get the StreamYard code for another 10 hours. You can get the StreamYard code. You can add anything you want to that frame. Let's go see if somebody did. I don't think anybody did because nobody was chatting, so I'm sure nobody did. Nope, nobody else added me to the Framo. Nobody else added me to the Framo. So, you go download the Framo app. Download the Framo app and hit add friend. You'll get the code that I showed you in the beginning of the video, and all your pictures will show up on that Framo, which is going to be in every one of my lives and most of my videos probably. All right, I will see you on Working Wednesday. No, I don't know. I don't know when I'm going live yet, but hopefully I get a walnut log out next video that I'm editing in there. And I got Hedge to cut. This should be the last one, I hope. Well, then I have to cut some short ones for H braces, and then I get back to cutting walnut again. So I can get a kiln full, so I can get something in the kiln. And then I'm going to build some fence, and then I'm going to cut up something else. All right, later. We're out. Going. See ya. Nobody wants